Hi, Thrive Youth. It's Pastor David. Thanks again for letting me be a part of the series. We're continuing this conversation about letters from lockdown. I'm talking about Paul writing from jail in the book of Philippians. I just want to talk about one verse today. It's a really interesting verse. Part of it is something we say all the time, and that is we should continue to work out our salvation with fear and trembling. Fear and trembling just means we need to care about it. The things that we are doing, we need to really, really be sincere about trying to live the way God called us to live. But what we don't talk about that often is right before that, Paul says, you've always obeyed in my presence, and I want you to obey even more in my absence. Now, in this case, he's gone. He's in jail. He's not there to see, hey, he's not calling them up. How you doing? Are you sinning? Are you not sinning? How's life? Paul can't do that. He can write a letter or two. He can't visit. He can't encourage them. Sometimes you need someone there to just say, hey, you need to stop what you're doing right now because it's wrong. And it's helpful. It's helpful to have friends like that. It's helpful to have mentors. Sometimes it's even our parents. I know that's kind of a weird thing for us sometimes because you're establishing your independence and stuff like that. But, it has to do with are you the same when your teacher's there as when the teacher's gone, a substitute teacher's there? Some people only behave because someone else is watching them, and that's it. We forget that when that one person, when the authority figure is gone, then it's not really on them to make sure you're doing the right thing. It's all on you. You, like me. If the person telling me what I have to do is literally out of the picture, okay, well, even more so when they're gone, now it all depends on me. Because who's in trouble if I'm doing it wrong? I mean, if God's watching and God knows, I'm the one that has to care, not just when they're here to tell me to stop, but in their absence, I have to obey even more, because the reason behind all this stuff is that God is changing us to be the right kind of person. All of us need that. We need to become a little bit more like Jesus every day, which is really what the rest of Philippians 2 is about. So he says, as you've always obeyed in my presence, and now even more in my absence, continue to work out your salvation with fear and trembling. Now, we don't earn our muscles, right? God gave us our muscles. Some of us have smaller muscles than others. I have very, very small muscles. They're not that big. They're not like Pastor Kevin's. So I'm not earning my muscles, but the ones that God's given me, the very few, I have to work them out. And I have to work them out when no one's looking at me saying, you look fatter today, right? I'm only saying that, you guys can't say that to me, it hurt my feelings, but I can say that to me because I know that I have to work on this. I know I have to get stronger. So when I can't go to the gym, I need to actually prepare myself at home. And for me, that's tough. I got 3 kids at home, okay? I need to put everyone to bed. So at 9:30 at night, I'm in my living room doing squats. Because it matters more when there's no personal trainer there making sure that I'm doing the right thing. No one's asking me every day, David, how are you working out? My daughter is asking me a little bit. But it's so much more important when it's just on me, because the benefit is not just for the person who's telling me to behave right. The benefit is for me. I'm the one that benefits by this. And when there's nothing else to do right now, really, when I can't go to school and I can't do what I usually do at work, all those kinds of things, okay, now all these normal things are absent, just like Paul says that, now in my absence. So when no one's watching me in the same way they normally are, when there's no one, sometimes we look at it as a bad thing, like keeping us accountable, making sure we're doing right. Really, that can be someone caring for us. And I can't see those people that care for me. You can't see your pastors. We're praying for you, but we're not right here to say, hey, how you doing? What's going on in your life? So when we're just talking through a camera, that's when it's most important to be the person God created you to be, to work out these muscles. Hebrews says it differently. It says, strengthen your feeble arms and your weak knees. I love that scripture because it assumes we're weak. It assumes this is not something we normally do. Okay? So I only have 5 minutes, so I won't talk anymore. But continue to work out your salvation as if it really matters when everything else is absent. Thanks, guys. Bye.